Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Distinguished chair, respected scholars and fellow researchers, thank you for this opportunity. My name is Muhammad Ahsan Zulfiqar and this research is co-authored with my research fellow Hafiz Abdullah. Today I will be presenting my research titled Benchmarking Halalan, Tayyiban and Sustainable Tourism, a comparative study of top-ranked destinations in GMTI 2025. This study examines the development of halal tourism globally and lists leading destinations using the GMTI 2025 framework. Introduction. Halal tourism has emerged as one of the fastest growing sectors in global tourism. Currently, Muslims constitute nearly one quarter of the world's population, and projections estimate continued growth, reaching approximately 2.2 billion by 2030. With increasing income levels in Muslim majority countries, Muslim travelers are becoming one of the most economically influential tourism segments. In 2022 alone, Muslim travel expenditure reached approximately 225 billion US dollars. The tourism industry is now shifting toward inclusivity and value based services. Destinations are no longer offering generic tourism experiences, instead, they are tailoring services according to cultural and religious needs. This transformation has led to the growing importance of Muslim friendly tourism infrastructure worldwide. The GMTI serves as a global benchmark for halal tourism performance throughout the world. Research objectives. Researchers aim to achieve five main objectives. First, to analyze global religious tourism trends using the GMTI 2025 report. Second, to examine ranking patterns of the top performing destinations. Third, to evaluate the strategic factors contributing to Malaysia's leadership position. Fourth, to assess the positioning of Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, and Turkey. Finally, to explore broader implications for global halal tourism, competitiveness, and sustainability. Methodology. This study adopts a qualitative analytical research design. It is primarily based on secondary data analysis with the Global Muslim Travel Index 2025 serving as the principal source. Additional tourism industry reports and demographic projections were reviewed to support contextual analysis. The study also conducts a comparative assessment of top ranked countries to identify strategic strengths and structural advantages. The analytic framework is based on the core dimension of the GMTI model, which include access, connectivity and visa facilitation, communication, outreach and information accessibility, environment, safety and culture, services, halal food, prayer services, prayer facilities, and Muslim friendly infrastructure. These dimensions provide a structure based to evaluate destination competitiveness in halal tourism. Findings. The findings of GMTI 2025 identify Malaysia as the leading global destination for halal tourism. Malaysia's consistent top ranking reflects its comprehensive halal certification system, strong governmental supports, and integrated tourism ecosystem. Saudi Arabia ranks second, while historically associated with pilgrim tourism. Saudi Arabia has expanded its tourism diversification strategies and significantly improved infrastructure and digital services in past few years. These developments have strengthened its position within the broader halal tourism framework. Turkey ranked third in GMTA 2025. Turkey's strength lies in its rich Islamic heritage, strong hospitality industry, and strategic geographic location bridging Europe and Asia. An important insight from the finding is that leadership in halal tourism is not determined solely by religious centrality, but by service, quality, accessibility, innovation, and policy coherence. Additionally, digital platforms and social media marketing play a critical role in influencing Muslim travel decisions globally. Conclusion. In conclusion, halal tourism has evolved into strategic pillar of the global tourism economy. Demographic expansion and rising purchasing power among Muslim travelers ensure sustained growth. The GMT 2025 framework provides an objective and measurable benchmark for evaluating destination readiness and competitiveness. Malaysia continues to serve as a global model for integrated halal tourism development. Saudi Arabia demonstrated how pilgrim tourism can be successfully integrated with broader layer and hospitality initiatives. Turkey illustrates the strength of combining cultural heritage and Muslim-friendly infrastructure. The key lesson is that sustainable leadership required infrastructure investment, policy alignment, digital innovation, and service excellence. Halal tourism must be approached strategically, not symbolically. Recommendation. Based on the findings, several recommendations emerge. Countries should develop integrated halal tourism ecosystems rather than isolated services. Halal certification system must be strengthened to ensure global credibility. Investment in digital platforms is essential to enhance accessibility and traveler confidence. Government and private sector should collaborate to create competitive Muslim-friendly tourism branding strategies. Such measures will ensure long-term sustainability and economic growth. References. The analysis presented here is based primarily on the Global Muslim Travel Index 2025 report, alongside supporting academic and registry sources listed in the reference section. Thank you very much for your attention. I look forward to any questions and scholarly feedback. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.